We are now going to the stormwater maintenance turnovers to the county. We will ask somebody from Special Public Works to come up and speak. Please state your name and go from there.
Good afternoon. I'm Ellie Mortazavi. I'm the Environmental Program Manager 3 with the Department of Public Works, Stormwater and Environmental Programs Division. I was recently promoted into this position about 2 months ago. Some of you may have known me, and I was overseeing the stormwater section, but as part of my new role, I also oversee the drainage section in our division. Very happy to be here. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon. I'm here to go to some of the updates about the Stormwater Maintenance District Program, to give you updates. But before I do that, I would like to go over some of the highlights of this program. Next slide, please. Newcastle County Council approved this program back in January of 2022. As part of this program, Department of Public Works would be responsible for performing all the minor maintenance to the stormwater management facilities, such as mowing, debris removal, invasive vegetation control, algae control, minor sediment removal, fixing erosion, and so on. Taking over of this maintenance doesn't take away our responsibility for performing major maintenance for the communities that are already registered with the county, with our office, as part of the stormwater maintenance program. Maintenance is still for the communities that are eager to join into this program and are entering this program. That doesn't mean that their maintenance responsibility goes away for maintaining their open space, the rest of the open space area. Anything that falls within the boundary of the stormwater management facilities will be our responsibility, the county's responsibility. But rest of the open space would still remain under their responsibility. It's a volunteering program for the existing communities. So if they decide to join into the program, they have to go through the process, which I'm going to explain briefly later in the next few slides. And then if they pass through the process and join into the program, it's a one-way road. If they come in, they cannot leave. But it's different for the new communities, which I'm going to explain again during, I think it's the 5th or 6th slide, for the new communities that their plans were recorded after January of 2022. This basically, they are going to be automatically into the program. They don't have to go through this petition, and as soon as we get their plans, they are already in the program. Next slide, please. So just to briefly explain over the process of how they can get into the Stormwater Maintenance District Program. The existing maintenance organization, they can submit their letter of intent to our office. They can submit the letter of intent along with the copy of their maintenance declaration as well as a copy of the bylaws. Letter of intent then can be sent to our office throughout the year. But the petition year time is from July 1st to September 30th of the same year. As soon as we receive the letter of intent from the community, we send them a letter acknowledging that we received their letter and we are going to work on the process, and we let them know. The next thing would be reviewing their inspection, the stormwater inspection reports. We review the stormwater inspection reports, make sure that they are in good condition or maybe need a little bit of minor maintenance. And then after that, the next step would be calculation. Next slide, please. We map the areas, we go over the maintenance plan, and also talk to our vendors and contractors and come up with the fees to maintain each stormwater management facility in their community. If the maintenance organization is eligible, then we can create the petition and we send them a copy of the petition. What does it include in there? A copy of the maintenance plan, areas of the stormwater areas that are going to be included and going to be maintained as part of this program, a copy of the record plan, as well as the fees that we calculated for each stormwater management facility. And then we also encourage them that if they would like to have a public meeting with their community, with their residents, we always can attend. We can go and discuss more details about this program. After they receive the petitions, residents, they should vote. Each resident should vote that they like to join in or not. The number of the votes should match exactly with what they have in their bylaws. The majority, sometimes 65%, 75%, whatever they have in their bylaws, the number of the yes votes should match that number. When we receive the petitions with all the votes, then if it passes and residents were agreed to join in, we also send a letter, confirmation letter, to each resident, letting them know that we are part of the process. We received the petition and we are moving forward to have them into the program. And then execute the stormwater management agreement, and then maintenance starts the January 1st of the following year. Next slide, please. So far, the updates are 26 communities have submitted letter of intents into our office. 7 communities successfully petitioned into the program. Average cost for these 7 communities was $187.87 for the first year and $129.15 for second year. Why the first year is higher? Because first year is calculated for 18 months and the second year is calculated for 12 months. And of course, median cost, as you can see, $168, and for second year, $117. For calendar 2024, we had 5 communities that joined into a program, and we started maintaining their stormwater areas. For calendar year 2025, we had Village of Bayberry South that was added. And then for this coming calendar year, the Oaks just passed, and then the council passed the ordinance, and then we are working on the maintenance agreement, and they are going to be part of the program starting January 1st. Next slide, please. There are still, right now, there are 2 communities that are in the process, that we are in process of calculation of their stormwater fees, which are Meridian Crossing and Green Valley. Next slide, please. As I mentioned earlier, for the new residential communities that their plans were recorded after January 2022, they are automatically in the program. And this is the list of those communities so far. As you can see, the year that their plan was recorded is in here, as well as the percentage of completion of their community. Next slide, please. This is some of the financial analysis that I put it on the slides for your information. On the top part, you can see that there are from the third quarter of fiscal year 2024 all the way to the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2025. On the bottom left corner, you can see that this is the first quarter of fiscal year 2026. Per code, we must upload the most recent financial analysis report online. So every quarter that is finished, that part of the report, it gets posted on the website. And this also, the link is there. If you guys want, if you like to more information, you can go to that link and get same information on the website. Next slide, please. Future resources. As part of the last year budget, there was the position of Environmental Program Manager 1, that we hired a person for that position to oversee this program. But in the meantime, other positions in our department, in our division, also assist with the work. The duties for this new position, of course, community outreach, talking to the different communities maintenance corporation to encourage them and to join the program. And then as well as the contractor codes, calculation, mapping, preparing the petitions. Of course, a lot of paperwork, sending the letters out, and if they admitted, oversee the budget as well as tracking the work estimates and making sure that the work is getting done properly. As I mentioned, new communities are coming into the program. Some of the existing communities that are petitioning in, as well as the new communities that their plans were recorded after January of 2022. Additional staff will be needed to support the program. And some of the examples and positions that we might request for future budget is more public work inspectors, administrative support staff, as well as our own maintenance crew in order to properly maintain these facilities. If there's any question, I'll take questions, but just want to say thank you again for your time.